Hey boys, what's going on? I'm back with round 26 of my Beer Pro career mode, and as you see here, we're looking at the ladder. We're in 7th spot. I'm surprised. I don't know how we got 10 losses. Looking at that, it's crazy. I didn't think we lost that many, but I guess we've lost a fair few close ones. But we do have a chance to like jump up the ladder. A lot of teams on 30 and 32. So yeah, we have got a few. I showed it quickly, but we do have a couple of injuries. Kane Algie's out for a couple of weeks. Tamalolo's out for a couple of weeks. There was another one I forget, but a couple of injury concerns. But big news in the back row, playing lock. Insane's back finally. It's been like 7 weeks, so it's good to have it back. You know, I put his defense pretty high, so we really missed my defense in the middle of the field. So this will help us a lot. And right there, I always forget to change the kicker, so I'll be back to goal kicking duties as we start this round 26 clash off. Last game before the final, so hopefully we get off. Hopefully we finish the season strongly. as we get the first real attacking set of the game here. Second tackle, look to spread it wide. Lloyd Parra with a beautiful little pass to Mbai there. On to Pangai. Pangai almost straight through with the offload to Watini. One more offload. Probably should have gone for it. You know, it was a certain try, but I just didn't want to risk it. And right there, Mbai just overruns me. I could have tried passing it, but it probably would have missed him completely. And right there, I mean, I really hope it's fixed. I'm sure it will be to an extent, but just being really close to the opposition line is really hard to attack from, in my opinion, because if you throw the ball wide, they're pretty much going to intercept it. As right there, a nice little play, and then Bond right there. I thought it's Samoa there. I thought he was going to run away, go to the blind side, but he didn't quite do it, so they get the ball back. And we go for a 40-20, but the Raiders, we accidentally kick it into the Raiders players, so they're going to get a bit of an opportunity, as Ferguson with a nice little play gets almost straight through the gap. Good tackle by Pangai. But we've had a few opportunities. We couldn't quite get the job done, which is bit of a problem for us lately. And right here, Ferguson is just going to barge over. Terrible defense by me. I came across, did not even lay a hand on him. Tilvashek did pretty well to hold him up for a second there, but Ferguson just plants the ball over the line. So Raiders get the first try of the game. About to be 6-0 up, almost half time. But not too bad, you know, it's only 6-0, easily can come back. And right here, just before halftime, Corey Oates gets injured, so another injury concern. You know, honestly, it's pretty bad for us. We don't really have the depth to cover these injuries. Also, Moroa, you'll see there, Moroa got injured early in the game. So, really bad news, you know. Like I just said, we don't have the depth. So, we need our players to be fighting fit for the final series, which isn't looking too likely with a few injuries. But right on halftime here, Johnston gets the ball, puts in a little chip and chase, absolutely perfect, and he almost stepped out, but beautiful play as Moroa gets a severe hamstring injury, so not good news. We couldn't really get him off in time, didn't go to a stoppage in play, but yeah, make a few changes. But yeah, we're going to go, well, we still got to get this kick, but a beautiful try right on the stroke of half time to bring us back potentially into level. As the umpy points to the spot. I don't know why I called him umpy, that's a cricket thing, but as the ref points to the spot. Just a beautiful little chip and chase. I hardly ever use the chip and chase when I'm in the backfield. I usually always grabber it for some reason, even though the chip and chase is much easier to control and get the ball back, I've found. And we just slot that. We have missed our goal kicking too. Lately it's just been Mbai kicking, and he's done the job, but just those longer range sideline kicks are a bit more difficult, obviously. And we're going to start the second half off pretty badly. I throw a really loose pass and not picked up by our teammate. And the Raiders almost straight through there with Croker. Good tackle by Watini. As we need to defend our line. Come back once in this game. We'd rather not have to do it again. But nice little offload there to Buttress. Again onto Leroy Lars and Jones. I don't know who Jones is. But Jones gets tackled there with just the Raiders just throwing it around. Hitting the mark though as well, so it's not loose. And a nice, a little set play there by the Raiders. It didn't quite turn out to anything, but they did throw it around. Again, the Raiders spread it wide, but they're not really making too much ground. And Ferguson here almost goes in for his double, but Tuivasa comes across with a massive tackle. Johnston, playing in the centres now, gets a beautiful ball onto Alugia. Alugia down the sideline. I couldn't believe he didn't get there. I don't know who it was that came up with the cover defence. I'm pretty sure it's a forward. But it was great defence. And right here, again, right on the try line, we just try a little pass out dummy half. Gets intercepted, but right there, the Raiders, as another injury, a few injuries this game, but the Raiders are going to be really silly and throw a forward pass with good pressure from myself coming up out of the line. As we have an opportunity to take the lead later in this second half, as Johnston bursts through the gap. Another good covering tackle. You know, we've had some opportunities. We've made a few line breaks, but the Raiders have been pretty decent with their cover defense. And Alugia here onto Tuivasa. Couldn't believe I didn't score there, but the Raiders again hold us up. Still got a chance. Third tackle. Bond out to Pengai with a little switcher play onto me. But too much traffic. We're going to look to go wide with Watini. Probably should have passed it. We had the overlap, but didn't quite get it done. But right there, a great little kick by Mbai. Gets the repeat set. Usually I don't try for a repeat set as a 6, but you know, it might work out pretty well for us here. And I do prefer to attack this far out from the line. Unfortunately though, Tuivasa did make a nice break, and I thought the forward pass was a little hard done by, but right there, last tackle, should have probably been intercepted, and then I do a silly kick, and Sean Berrigan's going to race away here. Pangai comes across with a big shoulder charge. But really poor play by us, you know, not much time left. For some reason I ran on the last play. I guess I wanted to get a try, but in hindsight, terrible decision. But hopefully we can hold them out. Hopefully they don't go for a drop goal, or else this game will be almost over. As they look to score, they're so close. But good covering defense again by Tuivasa. They had a good game of defense, not so much attack this game, but right here, nearly the end of the game, the Raiders throw a terrible loose pass, and we swoop on it, give it out to the speedster Alugia, and I'm going to race away and score. I could not believe this. This never happens to me when I play this game. It's usually always the computer coming up with a length of the field try to win the game, but right there, you know, we defended well. The Raiders, they were throwing the ball around, and one pass didn't land, didn't hit the mark, and we swoop on that bit of poor play as we miss the kick. And there's actually going to be one more play in this game. Anything could happen, really. I mean, I'm known to throw some intercepts when the game's done and dusted, and I do throw the ball wide to Ogden, but he is going to take the tackle, and a good way to finish the season. You know, it was a tough grinding game, but we look pretty good. Our defense held strong. And yeah, that's the end of the regular season. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you next time when we play the final series. So, see you next time.